your source for independent music from around the world. So take a seat, take a listen. Here we go, The Balcony Show.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Balcony Show, another remote coronavirus session. Welcome, MADCAT, Bo Sommer, and Emily Noel. Hi, guys.
Yo! Hi.
Hello.
We're all alive.
All right. Well, I'm going to get right to tonight's hashtag, which is Hot Sermon. Hashtag Hot Sermon. Apparently, there was, a lot of these churches and stuff have been going to online sermons and stuff for their parishioners so that they can, Anyways, a British vicar got more than he expected from his first attempt online sermon when he leaned too close to a candle on a cross and his sweater caught fire.
Oh.
So
Nice.
Stephen Beach of St. Badu Parish Church in Plymouth, England, was getting his congregation to reflect on the experience of waiting in the final section of a sermon delivered from his home last week. It's a great thing to pause in the presence of God and to ask the question, Lord God, what are you saying to us? Beach said, warming to the theme. And then, of course, to wait for an answer. I've just been pausing between these. He continues before realizing his left shoulder has moved too close to the flame. Oh dear, I just caught fire, he exclaimed, batting and blowing. So, I guess when he was waiting for, to pause, to hesitate, waiting for a sign from God, I don't know, I guess God came or somebody did and, lit his ass on fire, so...
Sent that message pretty loud and clear.
Yeah, I guess he couldn't do lightning in the house, so you gotta wonder what that vicar was up to on the side, you know what I'm saying? So, is he a bad vicar? Is there something that we don't know?
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, that would have been a cool sermon. One I would have actually relished seeing, gotta say.
Yeah, I think I would have enjoyed that as well.
Good thing he just batted it out though and didn't panic and start running around. Although that would have been funnier, but there is actually a video of his sweater on fire. So not saying it's funny, but it's pretty damn funny. I'm just saying. So yeah, hashtag hot sermon. There you go.
Hot sermon. Sounds kind of sassy.
I wonder if, sometimes when you burn like that, though, it, the stuff sticks to your skin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it depends on whatever he was wearing.
I don't know. Have you guys ever lit yourself on fire? Well, I'm Mark, I already know you blew yourself out.
It's a true story.
MADCAT. So, who?
Emily has.
How have you?
So when I used to have acrylic nails and stuff like that, apparently they're very flammable.
Yes.
And I went to light something and I caught my nail on fire.
Yeah, I did that too with birthday candles. Remember? I think you were there.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, we were at some club. It was my birthday, I think, last year. And Anne went to light the candles, and I think her fingernail was flaming.
Oh my God.
That's the good thing about alcohol is there's a hesitation in feeling. So
Yeah, that's a good thing.
So, all right. Well, let's get things started here on this great show. We have Mindcell coming up for our interview today, and we're going to start with a song from Blood Red Roses, Writing on the Wall. Check them out, and we'll be right back.
we're back on the Balcony Show. Right now, we have another song coming at you by Mindcell. The song is called 3 World. Sit down, take a listen, and here we go.
Division deeper heavenly. Beneath the soul, only shall compare our own energy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Balcony Show. And we are really stoked because we have the members of Mind Cell out of San Diego, California. We have John, David, Daniel, and Justin on the phone. Hi,
Hello.
guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Mind Cell in the house.
Yeah.
Thanks for
So,
having.
no problem. We just heard your song, Three Worlds, off of your brand new EP album. I don't know. I never know what to call it anymore. Absolute, which is fantastic. Do you want to tell our listeners something about that song?
I'll start if you don't mind. That actually musically, that song was like we kind of write collectively, and everyone brings their ideas to the table. That song's kind of special because Justin, wasn't that the first song that we kind of wrote together?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, yeah. Justin and I got together and we write, and he had these riffs. Even though Justin plays drums, he's a man of many talents, and he plays just enough guitar to be dangerous. So he had these. He had a few riffs, and I'm like, ooh, I like that, and and then we started to work with it and meld it into this tune, and then I came up with this verse part. We added that, and then it has this cool interlude part that John added. So it just really takes the listener on a musical journey, and that's what we do with a lot of our music. Kind of substantial musical calories going on this journey, and through different sections of the song, with the stirring vocals and the grooving bass lines and the riffs. That's my.
So, how did Mind Cell come to be? How
That's a
did
good question.
that happen? How did Mind Cell, the four of you, get together?
I think it was a spin-off, David, wasn't it? To where he and I joined. We're in one band that was more of a trial and error, and we looked at each other and said, "Well, we pretty much want to do our own thing." And then from there, I grabbed Daniel from another band that I had played with a year prior, and then Justin came in through David's contact.
Yeah, that's actually a really interesting story. I was Justin, you could chime in, but I had been wanting to put together this progressive hard rock band, and I was looking for the right players for a long time, and I just couldn't seem to dial it in. And then I have a buddy of mine, um, and I was telling him about it, and I said I'm looking for a drummer, and I can't seem to find anybody. And then he called me back a couple weeks later. A buddy of mine was just walking to his mailbox, and he heard these killer, and he plays guitar too. He's a guitar player, and he heard these killer drums coming from a couple houses down. And he walks down and he's listening through the garage. The garage door is closed. It turned out, yeah, that he's listening to Justin playing his drums through the garage door, just practicing, or I don't know what the hell he was doing. But he lived like, how many houses down does Will live from you,
It's like
Justin? Like
four houses. I had
four houses.
just moved. I had just moved into this neighborhood, and I was just set up my drums right after we moved in and started playing. And then all of a sudden, I get a knock on my garage door, and it's David's buddy saying, "Hey, are you playing with anybody?" And I said, "No." And can I give you his contact information? I said, "Sure, why not?" And it's literally how I met David, was just randomly playing drums in my neighborhood.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
cool story.
That is. That's pretty wild.
And how did you come up with the name Mind Cell? Where did that come from?
Lots of alcohol.
Well, that's honest.
Yeah, either that or deductive reasoning.
Yeah, you're right.
I was just toying around with different names, and I was thinking about like how, I mean, not to get too heady or anything, but like how, like if you could think of how different. How can I explain it? Like how we have different pressures on us to do certain things. Like our mind is almost at times trapped in this cell, whether it be from our parents or teachers or from the government or from wherever, that we
Right.
have all this pressure that kind of locks us up. And kind of part of growing up in adolescence is kind of finding your own way and doing your own thing. So I was just thinking about, like a mind in a cell, like,
That's
I
cool.
was, yeah, kind of like I got inspired from the Matrix too, from that whole thing, how they, pumped a whole world into somebody's brain just to kind of, you know, just totally dosify them, and they have this whole other world happening, which is not reality. So this is it's kind of like that. So I kind of threw the name out there, and it just, we were kind of thinking about different names, and it kind of stuck.
Which brings me to your video, which is really you guys performing Alpha Omega. Like, you're there and you're singing it.
Just making it, yeah, doing it.
Yeah, that's actually a rehearsal facility that we go to for the most part all the time. It's a great place in San Diego, so it was a perfect fit and made it really easy for us to come up with something that would work without a ton of production.
But it really plays well when you're watching it. It really plays well. It shows your talent by not being flashy. It has the opposite effect, I think.
It was very much on the fly. I think I was the one that complained about most of everything. I'm a little retro anal about damn near everything. But I think I drove David crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but it comes across very cool because it's very raw, and it really shows who you guys are. There's no flash, there's no fancy schmancy. Right. It's very authentic. It's very pure.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's pretty like, we just wanted to have because of the importance of video, we wanted to kind of capture the rawness, and it was almost
David
like. I'm sorry?
You cut off there for a minute. We got you.
I was just saying that, with the video, we just wanted to capture the rawness, and it was pretty much like John said, like, it was like we, hit the record button and go. My brother actually, we had a couple cameras, but my brother is really good from a photography standpoint. He was kind of suggesting some things, but like John said, it was pretty much we just hit it and played the tune. And I mean, we kind of, it's like it's hard because you trying to find like a good place to shoot video, and it's tough because always the lighting has to be just so, and you want to have a good, like John was saying, he's like, you want it to be the best possible. It's like, oh man, I wish we had a darker stage. We could make it, because we're kind of into the dark thing, but it just so happened to work out that at the rehearsal, rehearsal place, we just did it, and it just kind of worked kind of cool.
So tell us about Alpha Omega.
Actually, lyrically, the odd thing about that is if I remember right, it was kind of a bit of a nudge as to how we chose the name Mind Cell. It was one of the first songs that we really started playing together. And I tend to write lyrics not so much as a storyteller, but maybe more as a situation analysis type of guy on lyrics.
Okay.
I look at things from a society's perspective, and oftentimes my personal experiences will bleed into that. And Alpha Omega is exactly about what David said with Mind Cell. It's about accepting the norm, and you never really know what's happening underneath things, such as the current state of what we're going through. You're just lending yourself to accepting what's being told to you from Alpha Omega, which is beginning to end.
All right. Well, why don't we'll take a break here and let our listeners hear this fantastic song, Alpha Omega. I'll encourage all of you to check out the video because it is really cool, really raw. You're going to get a chance to really see the band. So with that, we'll take a break. Alpha Omega by Mind Cell, and we'll be right back with the rest of the interview.
All right, we are back at the Balcony Show with Mind Cell. That song you just heard was Alpha and Omega.
So, okay, you guys are obviously you're not being able to play out, and that's really tough. So, I'm going to ask you, what is the craziest thing that has ever happened to you while you were touring? One of the craziest.
What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had somebody face plant into a guitar pedal and then tape that shape of the guitar pedal on her forehead.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
I still remember it to this day. It's a great story.
That's hard to beat.
It was a Digitech whammy pedal. I could see the volume knob.
That's funny.
Did she have Digitech embossed on her forehead?
Yeah.
No,
That's the volume knob, huh?
I think it was a volume or depth knob.
I take it there was alcohol involved or something.
Yes, there was. I watched her get progressively worse throughout the show.
All right, and who's the chick magnet out of all of you? Because there's
Justin.
usually one.
Justin, he's the stud.
He's the man.
Drummer again.
Yeah.
So, where do you guys see yourself in 5 years? Hopefully.
Hopefully playing again.
Yeah. Yeah. I think just focus on growing and continuing to write as a band. Not only musically, but just directionally. There's a lot of our bands that influenced us the most that their best bodies of work came, second and third releases, like the Rushes and the Led Zeppelins, or even Porcupine Tree for that matter. A lot of the albums that I was really drawn to with those bands came from the second and third releases as bands grew together, which is really important musically.
Well, I want to thank you, and I wish we could talk about your upcoming shows, but I know that that'll happen as soon as we get back to some sense of normality. Please,
Can we plug like our Facebook or some of our
absolutely. That was the next question. See, you jumped ahead of me.
Well, basically, the new record, Absolute, is streaming on all the digital platforms. So, it's on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Pandora, everything. You just search, Mind Cell, 2 words, and then Absolute. So it's on all the digital platforms. You can also buy the digital album on Amazon. And if you want the CD, you could email us and get a physical copy of it. And if you just go to our Facebook page, which is basically at Mindcell Band, we try to post and stay in touch with our fans and engage with them. And then that's where you can read about all the latest and greatest and all the hijinks, all our shows we post.
And be sure to check out your YouTube channel because you do have some pretty cool videos up, and you get kind of a sense of the direction you guys are like headed and what you're about. So
that's Mindcell Band, and we have some like glimpses into the studio, like a peek behind the curtain kind of thing. We did
right.
Yeah, John hated that. Remember that?
If you guys didn't sound like you were back in like, huh, John?
I'm the guy in the recording studio that spends the most money, put it that way. It's never good enough. Oops.
Well, it's working for you guys. And I want to thank you for coming on the show. And we're going to end things tonight with your song, Alone. Is there any final shout outs to anybody from you guys?
Thank you to all our fans, everyone that listens to our music.
Thank you guys for supporting us too.
Yeah, thanks everyone for listening. Yeah,
really appreciate that.
And thanks to our producer, Bort Schrader from Sound Source Studios. He did a really good job on this record. I mean, we got in the studio, we had a lot of the pre-production already done, and he really turned it up and helped us capture some of the magic. And so shout out to him. That's his name is Bort. Good guy.
All right, shout out to Bort. With that, we're going to end things with your song Alone from Mindcell. Take a listen, stay safe, stay well, and we'll be looking for more music from you guys in the future.
Thanks so much.
Thank you guys so much.
Welcome back to The Balcony Show, proudly produced at Soundmind Recording Studios for all your musical production needs. Check us out at soundmindrecording.com. Up next is our spotlight portion of the show with our lovely hostess, Emily Noel. Over to you, Em.
Hey guys, this week for Spotlight, I have Jack from the Keystones joining me. How are ya?
I'm doing so well. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. So we're going to talk about your new music video that you guys put out, WLVS. What does that stand for?
Yeah, so that stands for wolves. It's a very edgy way to just say the word wolves. So that's the big mystery behind it.
So now tell us a little bit about making this video and the concept behind the song.
Yeah, sure. So the video and the song kind of happened in two different ways. So the song came first. We played this really cool show with a band called Rainwolf, and they're awesome. And we were kind of inspired by that show and by them to write this song, and it turned out really well. And then the video came much after. And we've done music videos in the past, but we really wanted to sort of take it up a notch and do something. I think people don't play with music videos enough and make them crazy enough, so we wanted to do some really crazy stuff. And so
Sure.
The music video itself has cyborgs and late night dinner with champagne and people vaporizing and stuff. So
Love it.
Things.
So now where can we find this music video to watch it, and then where can we find the song to listen to it?
Yeah, for sure. So if you're looking for the music video, all you have to do is go to YouTube, and if you look up the Keystones, and like you said, WLVS, that will pull it up right away. And if you're looking for the song, anywhere you get your music, so YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, other places, all places
Perfect.
like that.
Awesome. And now where can we keep up with you on social media to keep up with all the latest and the greatest that you guys have going on?
Latest and the greatest, yeah. Find us on Facebook, Instagram. So Facebook, you just look up the Keystones. Instagram is @_the Keystones. We got there second, so we had to throw in an underscore there. But we're there. We're also on Twitter. If you look up @the Keystones band, and if you even look us up on Google, you'll find our website. So as long as you're looking up the Keystones, I think you'll find us.
Perfect. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us, and I definitely encourage all our listeners to check out the music video because it's awesome, and check out your social media stuff.
Cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. So take a listen to the Keystones WLVS.
Sheep and I'm ready to sleep under a sky full of skulls with a snub and no
Welcome to Pro Tips, the business of music, with your host, Bo Sommer.
SoundCloud. That's got to be something in your mind. We hear about SoundCloud, we hear about Spotify, we hear about all these digital avenues for artists. And it's pretty intense and it's completely overwhelming. And for me, just researching some of this stuff is overwhelming because it's hard to guide anybody with all this access to kind of like forward your music career. But anyway, just wanted to touch on SoundCloud really quick. You do hear about it, maybe not as much as Spotify or YouTube or these other avenues, but recently SoundCloud actually launched a new marketing and distribution platform. It's helping artists, they're claiming to kind of bring them to the next level of success. And it's called Repost by SoundCloud. Okay, so the service gives artists and labels access to professional marketing and monetization services and industry distribution features. Artists are going to be distributed through Repost, and according to SoundCloud, the artists will be keeping 100% of their royalties, their SoundCloud royalties, and of course they'll get about 80% of revenue received from other music services. So if they go through SoundCloud and they're putting their music on Spotify and YouTube and these other platforms, that's what they're essentially saying, is that the artist is going to get 80% of that revenue. The other thing is, which kind of is a cool feature and gives some indie artists some hope, but they're also promoting that they're going to be giving some artists some opportunities to be upstreamed into a program called Repost Select. And those are going to be for artists that are on the rise. So probably sort of like a Spotify playlist, but their SoundCloud, their platform, they're just going to give you a little bit of a boost. And of course, you can go on their website and check out to get some more information. There's also going to be an opportunity for artists to be considered in their accelerator program. And they're going to be funding artists' future projects from production to promotion. So there's a lot going on SoundCloud. It looks like they want to up their game a little bit in the digital world. So definitely check that out and see if there's anything you as a band or a musician can use and take advantage of some of these opportunities.
Wow. Another great tip, Bo.
All right. Yeah. I'm researching so many things, and it's for musicians and artists out there. It is overwhelming.
And it's also a tough time too. So
yeah, a very tough time.
It's good to know that there are some people stepping up for change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's a nice aspect that they're throwing in some kind of like a funding program to help artists tap into maybe funds that they didn't have, to kind of get them out there a little bit or give them a little bit of a boost. So thanks for hanging with me and checking out this week's pro tip, and I will see you guys next week.
MADCAT's Mad Tracks.
All right, today's MADCAT's Mad Track is a band out of Ireland. They're called Falling Through, and their song is Take. So sit down, give it a listen, and here we go.
Well,
Welcome back to the Balcony Show, and we are getting near the end for this week's show.
Can you believe it?
No. This one went really fast.
Guess what, guys? We got our Reverb Nation campaign going on.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So if you want to get on our show, go to Reverb Nation and apply to be on the show. We are taking submissions now.
Sounds good. And we'll probably put out like a little poster maybe on Facebook and Instagram just as a little reminder. And how long is that running for?
It's all the way up until June. So the next 3 months, we will pick 3 people, 3 lucky bands to be on this lovely,
fantastic show.
That's right.
The experience of the mind.
Yeah. I got to say, I love these campaigns. One, it's really awesome for the artists to have that opportunity, but I actually love checking out all the indie music.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Yeah, I really do. There's some stellar artists out there. So
yes, there
looking
are.
forward to it.
And we have one more, our last selection, Heart's Journey. They will be on the show the following week. So pay close attention to that. And with that, I'm going to have to say goodnight because we're running out of time, guys. So good night, and we're going to end with The Pieces Remain from Remember the Monsters, and we'll catch you next week on the show. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
How can I find myself, and how can I find you? Only pieces remain that can't be replaced. Parade and embrace prevails my mistakes. The darkest of nights.